All right, so we are in the formation trips tight end in the Bills offensive playbook, and I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite setups on the trip side. The last one I did the tight end and running back side, but let's go ahead and do the trip side. We can come out in one of my favorite plays right now is the wide receiver short post, but I also like to come out in plays like drive post and curl flat. But let's just come out in the short post. Okay, so to start off, we are in the play short post, and something I like to do on this trip side. And because we are in short post, we have this dig route from square, so we can do something like a drag and a streak. And I like to go ahead and smart route square, so we can have something just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and block the running back and tight end. We have our drag to start off, and right behind that, we have our dig route. And that streak is going to do an excellent job at pulling out those zones so we can hit it. But again, if you don't have the play short post, you could go ahead and just throw them on a dig route using an outside apprentice or hot route master. I don't like how they run this year, but it's pretty much the same thing. You could still hit it right across the middle. Another setup, we could just go ahead and just put circle on a hitch. Another setup, I'm going to come out and then play drive post because we have that sharp post route from our inside receiver circle right here. And I like to go ahead and do a flat on triangle. And we're going to go ahead and strictly tight end as well because this is the play I like to run out of drive post. So we're going to be able to have our post route from circle towards the sideline or across the middle. Now our second read, I like to go ahead and hit this backside in route from square. And you could put a hot route post up on circle instead of, the stock play out of dry post, but I would stem it down. So we got something like this, and you could still pass lead this down away from that safety. And just to show you, this also works against cover two. It's the same thing. We can go ahead and just flat the inside receiver. But we're going to have this post route towards the sideline, and we can go ahead and pass lead that up for a one play touchdown. I'm going to go ahead and reset the play. I'm going to put square on a streak. I'm going to also put circle on a flat and put our slot receiver on a corner route. So we have something like this. So we got a flood concept on this left side. And I like to go ahead and pass lead this up against cover two. But against cover three or cover four, we're going to pass lead that down. So let's go ahead and run something. So let's go ahead and run that again. We're going to go ahead and put circle on a flat, or we can throw them on a zig or an out route. But let's go ahead and put them on a flat. Pass lead this down away from that third. But when you're playing somebody with a good switch stick, they could easily break that up or force an interception. So something I like to do to get that corner out open, I'm going to go ahead and motion snap this corner. So it's like a delayed corner basically. So we're going to do that. And you can see how much room our corner out gets right here. And if he tries to switch stick to that, we're going to be able to have our fade route wide open. So let's do it again. And now we have our corner again. But our flat should still be there. And something I like to run against cover two, I like to go ahead and throw circle on a curl, square on a smoke screen, and then we can put our inside receiver triangle on a hitch route. So it's going to look something like this. And this is really good against zone coverage, especially cover two. So right here, we're going to be able to have our hitch route right here. Let's match up against a hard flat this time. We're still going to have our inside receiver on that curl. Another setup I like to go ahead and run on this strip side, we can go ahead and throw circle on a zig. We can put a flat on triangle. And for square, we can do something like a comeback route. Okay, they got bumped, but we're able to hit our triangle receiver in that flat. We have our zig here. And on the outside, we're going to have our comeback route against cover 3, cover 2, and cover 4. Comes down. I'm going to go ahead and pass lead this away from that defender and try to stay in bounds. So we can run it again. Instead of a comeback route, I might see a speed out. And I like to stem this about maybe 10 to 15 yards. In the clear out, that deep zone, I'd like to go ahead and put triangle on that streak right here. So this might be a better fit. And just like the first setup we did, I like to go ahead and throw square on that deep dig route right here. Something else I like to do out of here, I'm going to go ahead and put circle on a drag. I'm going to go ahead and put our inside receiver triangle on I like to do a hitch or a flat, and we can go ahead and put square on a slant route. And you can see right here, we're going to have our slant wide open because of that flat route. And the same works for a hitch, so we can go ahead and do that as well. We can run a hitch this time. It just gives us another check down option.